Hello everybody and welcome to another knockoff review. Thanks to the team over at TF Direct. Today's video I'm taking a slightly earlier look at the repaint offering from Black Mamba. This is the repaint of their Nitro Zeus oversized KO ARES Nitrogen. I believe this is the stealth version, I think they've called it, but it's got all of the awesome Cybertronian tats on it. First of all, let's take a look at the accessories that it comes with. It comes with the second head, which is the actual head I've got on stock on my ARES Nitrogen. And of course, as previously mentioned, this is compatible more or less with the Weijang oversized headmasters and of course the original G1 headmasters. I've got the kind of Shockwave-esque head on here at the moment, and he's actually, with this darker paint scheme, I think he's actually got a very nice shockwavy look to him. There's a real big heft of a bot, gorgeous colouring, such a vibrant piece, and huge chunks of die-cast metal in the base of those feet. I believe there were two of these Seeker-like Cyclops figures. Was the first one, was that shown in the Age of Extinction? I think it may have even been Dark of the Moon, where they had Shockwave and that in there as well. But I know there was kind of one which was Nitro Zeus's kind of size, and then there was one who was bigger still. But yeah, absolutely killing it. He is a beast. Bringing in their first attempt, he looks incredibly bland in comparison, and he isn't. He was an exceptionally good piece. A lot of people went out and bought it. It's a vast improvement, in my opinion, over the original, and they've done it again. They've kind of upped an already very good figure, increased the paint applications, and really made it their own. I think he looks like a completely different character. And yes, of course, I have got the different head on there. And here they are with the Black Mamba oversized Studio Series Starscream, he being the kind of chief seeker. And this kind of Cybertronian tattoo is what we saw from Starscream in his Revenge of the Fallen. And I believe he was wearing the same sort of tattoos in Dark of the Moon as well. But this is kind of a hybrid, unique paint scheme, and in my opinion, very much kind of what we would expect if this was coming from Cybertron with those tattoos. Getting up close and personal, you can see that I really have gone to town with highlighting the details. It's not perfect. I do have a few sprue marks scattered around the figure. We've got the text across the front there, nice little highlighted sections. Again, props to Hasbro and Takara with the original figure, and well done Black Mamba for once again making your unique little improvements. I love that purple and black on the armpit section. We now have this kind of electric green on the intakes as opposed to that blue, and it's got this much darker grey finish to it. Truly outstanding. It's a thing of beauty. Now, if you'd like to see the other head attached, I can just tab on, just pop those in. And there we have the alternative sculpt. It's nice, but I still really do prefer this kind of cyclopsy look to it. I think with the additional paint applications, it really does make it stand apart from its first attempt. And here we have him alongside Unique Toys Challenger. See, I think that's a pretty good look. I'm not sure if the scale is exact, but to be honest with you, I don't care. As long as I feel that it looks good on display and I'm happy with that, then scale can go out the window for all I care. And here we have him with Sam Witwicky. Now my Nitro Zeus came with a hose. I don't have a hose for the new guy. My hose for Nitro Zeus is actually in my parts box, but I'm not sure if the final product will come with a hose or not, or whether that was just something you can kind of buy optionally, or if any selected releases had it. Before we get transformed up, let's just check his articulation. If this is the first time you've got to see this mold, it's quite good considering the head can tilt forwards and backwards. We can again go left and right, and we can pose quizzically side to side. We have got ratchets, friction, upper bicep rotation, bends, sealed off forearms, which is a new thing that Black Mamba introduced with the ARES nitrogen, and you can put the fists inside said void. We'll keep those in there because we'll keep them like that for the transformation. The gun can extend and retract. Unfortunately, there is no waist rotation, but we do have friction forwards, and backwards you have to bring it out to the side due to this skirt lip. Out to the side on a high ratchet there. A fair bit of weight to those legs. It does make a difference with this joint. Really could do with being a fraction tighter. Love that sliding knee pad that we have going on there with the thigh. Really nice having that cover up that detail section. And the feet we have forwards and backwards, and really nice friction joints side to side there. This is just a lump of metal. But anyway, I'm digressing. The fists tuck inwards. This one covers up here, and this one is just going to come all the way back and lock in like so. This piece here actually compresses down. It's on a hinge. This rocks down to the base and comes around. And the same with this side. Bring that around, and then we can bring those to the front, and these are forming the nose cone of the jet mode. Feet collapse down. The legs split at the base, and I mean they are incredibly tight like so. This one comes up. This bends out on a hinge here, which allows the arm to come untabbed and drop down to the bottom. And as that drops down, this elbow pad section collapses, and this is going to rotate, and then this just pushes and lines up nicely. Untab these missiles from the top of the thrusters. We're going to come back to those shortly. We can just bring this part up. I start to unfold these thrusters by starting at the base hinge, and this is just going to slide out and straighten up, and then it comes round again and again, just clicking into position. This panel here folds out from underneath and comes up, and this here is going to just fold downwards and push and tab into place so it can hover in jet mode. And then from here you want to bring this leg back in. This covers up, compresses down, and there's a tab here. The wing tabs in, and then the leg is going to compress down. This piece here is going to come downwards like so. The legs will then compress in to this void and then come down on the outside, just slotting in and tabbing in at various locations on that wing. The second arm compresses into the torso. Just bring that up, push it against the hinge, and that's going to rock in there. And you want to have it so that this thruster faces upwards like so, and then that's going to slide into position, and then these tabs here just line up with the corresponding holes on the base of those feet, although it is a very tight fit. And last but by no means least, you can then bring this tail fin upwards. These can then come out, and this is going to come down, rocking on this hinge. There's a tab just on the underside that pushing firmly and securing on the top of those wings. And then we can just place these rockets just on those wings, and then just straighten everything up. There we have him transformed up into his jet mode. Look at the livery on that. Love how that looks. I still have the Decepticon head just floating around on the underside there. I think the idea is to remove it because it does kind of get in the way of the undercarriage. Genuinely very happy with how that looks. Here he is alongside his counterpart in both their jet modes. As you can see, Sandwich Wiki is too big to be in that cockpit, but strangely enough, if we bring in the Wei Zhang Brawl guy, that is nigh on perfect. Considering they're kind of a rival company, that's actually surprising, but that works exceptionally well. Here we have him alongside the Hunt for the Decepticons take on Starscream and the Black Mamba version of Starscream. These two are basically exactly the same size, give or take, and obviously he does somewhat dwarf the Hunt for the Decepticons version. I know a few of my followers are in the American Air Force and the Royal Air Force, so if you guys have any input on size-wise how these would physically scale in real life, then please let me know. I'd be very interested in finding out, but obviously the cockpit sections are quite a substantially different size. As a guess, I would hazard a guess as to say Starscream's jet would be bigger in real life, but like I said, I am by no means trained in any such things. And here he is alongside the Wei Zhang oversized Brawl, just because I never get tired of seeing how big this thing is. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Mamba stealth version of ARES Nitrogen. He is a big, beautiful bot, highly recommended. As a preference, if I was to pick one or the other, I would go for this repaint hands down. It just screams slightly more elegance. The first edition from Black Mamba was leaps and bounds better than what Hasbro offered, and this is an improvement yet again. Thanks again to TF Direct for shipping me out this preview sample for your viewing pleasure, and until next time, from myself and ARES Nitrogen, goodbye.